Welcome back, y'all. This is the week 3 application assignment video version of the directions. So I'm going to do my best to show you how to walk through and kind of do this on your own. This is actually the second time I've shown you how to do it because in the guided note videos, we did it for the state of Michigan. So here is the directions, and I'm also going to have, you can see in your Blackboard site a PDF version where I will highlight each thing that you need to change that to be specific to your state. For right now, we have a state identified, and for the purpose of instruction, I'm going to say that my state is Georgia, just so you can see something new. And then we need to collect population data. So there's a CSV file that you need to open. It says state pop data. So I've just opened that. So this is just a generic file that I want you to copy new population data into. So I'm going to minimize this, and then in my, here we go, my Google, I just Googled population data for counties in Georgia. So you can see here that I have all of them. I'm going to click into this, and all I need to do here is copy this data, which is actually a lot of extra information that I don't totally need, but we're going to copy this in, and I'm going to go back to my Excel CSV file, and I'm going to paste this, and then I don't need these columns, so I'm going to delete those. And then I need this to be Georgia, which my 2-letter abbreviation is going to be GA. And then I'm going to paste this all the way down. And now I'm going to save that on my desktop just so it's easy for me to find. And I've already done this once, so I'll just replace that. So we have Georgia pop data. We'll say yes. So I just want to show you where I am. So I identified my state. I collected the population data. I saved it. I entered the population data, and I'm going to upload it into my workspace. So remember, that means over here. So I'm going to go upload. I'm going to choose a file. You can save it wherever you want. It's just easiest for me if I have it on my desktop, and then I usually move it later. So I've got that in there. So that's the all of 1, 2, and 3. So now number 4, this is where you're going to have to start changing things to be able to make it specific to your state. So you'll change the title, the name, and the dates, all of that. I'm going to need to read all of this in, which means essentially I just need to make sure I can run this code before I start doing the other aspects. So you'll have to change this to be the number of regions. Georgia has 159, so I'm going to run that. And you notice that that then populates into my global environment. So then here, this state pop is where you'll read your data in, and I called it Georgia pop data.csv. Remember that R is case and space sensitive, so you have to copy the spelling of that. So Georgia pop and the capitalization data. So I'm going to run that, and you can see over here I've included 159 observations. So I'm good with that. Now, if I open that state pop data, you can see that it includes that county name, and we talked about that in the guided note video. So I am going to need to remove that. And remember that some of these things had like just in case code, and that would be this one here. So this state pop, I need to remove all those county names. So when I run that code, because I didn't change this object, I kept it that, I can just run the code as is. And so here you see that all those words for county have been removed. So I had that commented out. I'm actually going to go back to commenting it out because some of you won't need to read that in. Also, I'm going to change this back to your state data so that you know to change that. You don't have to change that back, obviously. And then let's see. I need to make that new variable, remember, which is row names. So in here, I have your state, and the reason it did that is because I created that variable without adding my state in there. Silly Becky. So I'm going to run this. And you can see too that I have directions for you also in the R document. So there I've created that row names, and I'm going to continue on. Now, one of the things is I already have loaded the COVID data in here. All you will need to do is replace the Michigan options. Like for me, I would do Georgia. Now, here when I have this run, you can see that I have 3,200 observations. And then if I run it this time, it's going to go down to the 160. And that's closer to my Georgia population. But then I will need to remove that unknown county. So that's how you start moving through. I know some of you are going to be uncomfortable with this, but do it step by step. I don't want to show you how to do every little thing. I really want you to work to be uncomfortable, perhaps. If you need help, I'm happy to help you. At this point, though, you should be able to just change the variables step by step, or the names, the dates, and have everything work correctly. If you have issues, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, once you've made all of those changes, you should be able to run that program. And then I want you to write a brief description about what you see. And you could do that either after you knit, if you use the Word document option, because then you can edit in Word, or you need to write your summary of what happened here in the actual R Markdown document in that syntax editor. And then you can upload either the PDF or the Word document to Blackboard. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, happy coding. I believe in you. I think it'll be fun. Best of luck.